In this episode of His and Hersheynanigans Podcast with Binoy and Aloe.
But once you turn the head oh, the miss. I missed that. Na-miss ko.
We're back!
We're back. Welcome to episode
After
3.
a long time, we're back again. Episode 3 of His And Hersheynanigans Podcast. If you haven't followed us in Spotify, do that now. We are on Spotify. We have 6 episodes out at the minute, and we're working on putting out more for the second season. So if you have time, you go now. Like, follow, leave a comment in Spotify. We have a couple of nice episodes that I've been listening to it for these last few days. I'd recommend you start with, you usually start with the first one, but I'd recommend you start with Stand Up Against Bullying because he's the star on that show. That was a good one.
Slight technical issue, but we're okay.
We have 2 cameras now. We got this, and we have you, little one, which is my favorite.
This camera and this camera.
Let the people know what you're doing right now.
Well, I may or may not be wearing a pajama top.
It's nighttime where we are. It's about 11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it.
What's for our topic today?
¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, señorita?
Muy bien. That's about it. I've just finished my night shifts, so I get a week off now. I'm still sort of trying to go back to my normal sleep cycle because when you do 7 nights, your circadian rhythm is all over the place.
Was it a busy?
Yeah, it was a busy couple of nights. We've had loads of interesting emergency cases, but it was busy. I'm so glad it's done now.
It seemed like you're not as tired as you used to.
Not this time around. I think it's
more on the mindset, I guess.
It's more on the mindset when I know that I've got the night schedule coming up and
Woo! Maybe we can pause for a bit because someone's calling. Family's calling.
Small pause and we've changed cameras.
Oh, yes. There was a problem. We were having issues with the other camera because that was too powerful.
Mm-hmm.
We needed to decrease the power because... what's that in your face?
That's like math. Decrease the power. What's it called?
What?
Exponents. Was it? Is it exponent?
Exponent.
The power of... raised to the
yes.
power of...
Yes. We have to reduce that because it was competing with the audio. Yeah, we're all set. Mm-hmm. So, where were we? Kumusta ka na?
We were talking about my week with night shifts. Mm-hmm. And I was saying it was busy, but I'm glad that it's done. Mm-hmm. How about you? How are you?
I've just been busy with work. I've had more shifts lately because yung manager ko nag-holiday sa home niya. Mm-hmm. So, he's gonna be out for 3 weeks. So, I'm gonna have more shift than usual. Mm-hmm. Well, I think 1 week I'm gonna have like 5 days straight.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Let's see how it goes.
It's gonna be busy.
I haven't seen the sched yet, but hopefully it's not too bad.
Does it happen to you guys as well? Because when our boss is off, it's usually very calm and stress-free.
Absolutely.
When they're not there at work. But when they're there, it's the opposite. It's like,
It's more chill when it's just us, nawala yung boss. Pero something happens, we are liable to it. Mm-hmm. So that's just the trade-off for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shop can run itself at this point because it's been a year. It's a relatively new shop. Mm-hmm. I've been doing a lot of freelance job as well.
Okay.
I'm thankful na recently I have a lot more than usual.
So that takes up most of your time.
Yeah.
How about your driving?
My driving sucks. I have it rebooked for October.
You mean your exam?
The driving exam, because what can I say, guys? I failed. Pero sinabi ng instructor ko na marami talagang nag-fail din na pag hindi ka talaga sanay nag-drive sa UK, because first of all sa nerves, because I was almost a clean slate. Wala akong I've got one minor fault and then one major fault by like 10 minutes before we end. That is what happens when we don't focus. So there's nothing else to say. Yeah, it's my fault.
You need to
you need to lock in.
Yes, you need to be focused and like be present.
Stay on the present. Don't count your chickens before it's hatched. Yun.
Yeah, lesson
it's
learned.
Sad. Lesson learned. Basically, I just need to keep turning up until I got the license. So hopefully the next one is the last one. Because it's expensive as well. Don't want to keep shedding those cash. just doing silly mistakes.
So let that be another motivation as well.
Yeah, we'll get that next time. Next time it'll be last.
There you go.
Positive
vibes.
Yeah, positive vibes.
Sending it out.
Fall 6 times, rise up 7 times. We've been watching The Boys.
Yes, we've been watching
and The House of
watching
Dragons.
a couple of shows.
We've been watching it like alternately.
As soon as it comes out. Okay.
We are in season 4 and we finished that one. And how do you like it?
Gets a bit gory sometimes, so I don't like gory films or gory scenes.
Is it the only gory series that you've watched?
Or too violent?
That you finished?
No, we've seen Vikings Valhalla as well, and that gets pretty gory sometimes.
Valhalla.
So I'm
too. But not as gory as The Boys.
Yeah,
that is
I get really
gory and disgusting
and disgusted
sexually motivated.
Yeah, with really violent scenes, and I don't know. I can't look. So
what do you like about it?
I like that it's unpredictable.
It is unpredictable.
You know, like when we watch it and I'll say, oh, it's this and this is gonna happen. So it's the writers did, I feel like, a good job with keeping things interesting and with all the plot twists.
Who is the character that you like the most? Is it Deep?
No, I don't like Deep.
I like that Deep has a little world of his own. May sarili siyang mundo.
I don't know. Which should I like?
Starlight. Or a better question is, if you had superpowers.
Wait, which character do you want? Do you like? Sorry, not want.
I'm not sure. That's why I changed the question. Because every character there has flaw of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, Huey is nice, but to his fault at times.
Yung mga power nila, it's quite grounded too. For example, yung spin-off ng The Boys, yung Gen V. May character doon na lumilit siya. Lumilit lang siya pag nagpipuke siya ng mga kinain niya. So she needs to keep puking as much as you want kung gaano niya gustong maging kaliit. And then if she wants to get big again, she has to eat a lot of food. So that mechanic alone is quite grounded, isn't it? Hindi lang siya by will na lumalaki, lumiliit. You know what I mean? It's realistic. They try to be realistic as much as possible. Mukha ko.
Except the powers.
Except the powers. So, better question. If you're part of the Boys universe, anong klaseng power ang gusto mong meron ka?
I would like to, I think I've answered that before, like what kind of superpower do I want? And I think I said I want power to know all the language so I can understand everyone.
No other language.
Yeah. So I think it's which is the closest to that? Is it Sage? I mean, Sage is smart, but a little too smart
for her own sake.
I think that's it for me. How about for
you? Ano yung problema niya? Meron siyang itch sa brain niya na...
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get the details into that.
You don't want to read other people's minds?
No, just because I know how people are
You're gonna know what people think about you, and they're gonna feel like upset.
Not really about me. People some people have got sick, bad thoughts, and I don't think I want to know that. So
Fair enough. Yeah.
not to that extent.
Skip
I only
it to
want to
ourselves.
communicate
Uh-huh.
and understand them, and I'll never need any translator ever.
Well, that's a good one though. Yeah, it is a good one.
Superpower. I mean, I'm a practical girly, so
Mhm.
that's my.
You don't want the usual invisibility, super strength, eyesight,
That's been done, and I know.
super hearing.
So a lot of people I know would want that,
That's gonna be practical when you're traveling as well.
isn't it?
And
I
when
think for
you're-
in anywhere you can use that. In every aspect you can use
so
that.
you can understand and you can speak
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
both ways.
Yes, and I can write.
That's good. Right too.
Yeah, of course.
That's a good one, no?
Thanks. That's my superpower that I
Uh-huh.
like. What do you like?
I want my superpower to be. I think I want to read other people's. Read other people's minds. Want to read minds,
Mm-hmm.
but not all the time.
Like Professor
Like
Xavier.
whenever I want to, yeah. Like Professor Xavier.
Just read people's mind and not like teleport or telekinesis or.
Teleport. Why would I need teleport? Para libre sa bus.
With the plane prices today, with this economy, yes, you need.
I don't know, because I want it all. I want to walk through walls. I want to be invisible.
Well, you can't have it all. We
I
can't
know,
have
that's
it
crazy.
all. So you only need to choose one.
If I become invisible, do I have to be naked?
Oh no.
You
It's
have
your
to
power.
establish the grounds.
It's your power.
I'm too greedy to think about it.
Okay, we can come back to that if you want. But you want
But for now,
want
yeah, I
to
wanna read other people's minds.
read other people's minds. Okay.
Yeah, I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll think of another one
Mhm.
later on. So what about House of the Dragon?
The ending was the biggest, like, dragged on
Cliffhanger.
Is it gonna happen? Is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna show the start? Wala. Nothing
Mhm.
happened. I feel like this season 2 is at a slower pace than
Mm-hmm.
season 1. Because season 1 they were establishing the
Mhm.
characters like from at a young age to
Mm-hmm. It's
them.
annoying because most of the episodes, nandun lang si Damon na
when's this? Season 2.
sa season 2.
Mm.
Most of the episodes, nandun si Damon na
Mhm.
lost in Harrenhal na
Mm-hmm.
looking for himself or whatnot, daydreaming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Took about 6 episodes to get to the point where he is told that he's gonna be blank. Did you know that from the beginning? Did you have an idea that he's gonna be that?
You mean about his vision? No.
About the vision, yeah, and what he is gonna be.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, but it's a really nice show. I think at this point it's almost at par with Game of Thrones. Kahit na 2 seasons pa lang siya. Kasi the scale is as big as the Game of Thrones na, no?
You mean production wise?
Mm-hmm. Production wise, and yeah, I think it's like the ultimate dragon movie now. Kasi yung mga dragon movie usually, I don't know, corny.
See, okay.
Yung mga, do you like talking dragons?
You mean like
Kahit na hindi physical, kahit sa mind lang.
like The Hobbit?
Yeah, like The Hobbit.
For some reason they always have English accents, don't they?
Well, they have the privilege to do that. They made it.
I don't know what my opinion is about talking dragons.
Mm-hmm. I think I like things that are grounded. Yung dragon sa Game of Thrones, very vulnerable siya kung tutuusin kasi kung may balista all over the place.
What's ballista? I thought you said barista.
Balista, yun yung missile na ginagamit nila to kill the dragon.
Is that English? Ballista.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Ballista.
So is that a person or the machine?
No, it's a kind of
weapon.
machine. They just called it something else.
Ancient missile launcher to hurl javelins
Diba
or
yan yung
heavy
ginagamit
balls.
nila to kill the dragons.
Ah.
In Game of Thrones, the first one, at some point, pinakita nila na dito yung secret weapon nung Targaryen times. In House of the Dragon, they have loads of it. Almost every fortification meron ganito. Kasi they know na the dragon are their biggest threats. So yeah, I like the dragons. I like the design. I like that they walk in force. Their wings as well to walk. They kind of look like a bat. They resemble a bat, isn't it?
I think they took
When they
inspiration from
I think so.
with their wings and how it's attached to their limbs.
I like that dragons kill dragons using their fire. Because you'd think na yung mga ibang shows immune sila sa fire ng ibang dragon or sa sarili nilang fire. Does that make sense? Yeah.
But they're not.
And yeah, it's a sick show. I love it. 10 out of 10. I'm excited for Ring of Power. I'm excited to Ring of Power to come out, and we'll binge on that one again. Another show to look forward to aside from RuPaul.
Yeah, of course.
When is it gonna come out? So Ring of Power release date is
August 29.
August 29. So there's that to look forward to. Oh, we finished Valhalla pala, no?
Vikings
Valhalla. We finished that one too. There's one more season coming up to wrap it up. I think pinanood natin yun kasi I've seen an article saying na yun na yung last. So I think na clickbait.
It was not the last.
That's why we came back to finish it, but then it's not finished yet. It's okay because the show got better. Characters have been developed. Motives has been unraveled. Things are getting hot. Namin pinanood pala, no? You okay?
Yeah, I'm just listening to you.
Hey everyone! Got a sweet tooth? Let's talk about bibingka. Bibingka is a fluffy Filipino rice cake wrapped in banana leaves, topped with a savory cheese topping or a sweet grated coconut topping. It's delicious and unique. You can enjoy this treat anytime with our friends at Capitana's Coffee, where they also sell whole and ground coffee beans. They bake the bibingka fresh and can deliver it straight to your door. And for our listeners, use promo code HAHPodcast10 at capitanas.co for 10% off your first order. Don't miss out on this tasty experience. Order your bibingka today.
What about you go back to recent events? Olympics 2024. Paris Olympics.
Haven't seen much.
Only the ones we saw when we were kinakat.
Right, that was gymnastics.
No.
Was it?
Yeah.
So Olympics this year is in Paris. I think I've just seen clips of the opening ceremony, and they were on a boat on the River Seine.
Okay.
But I think it was raining, and I think it was just, and some of the was it Serena was in a boat, but she was like, oh, unsteady because it was in a moving boat. I feel like I would get seasick as well. And they said the River Seine is not the cleanest. They did clean it.
They did clean it the day after, and they resumed it.
I don't think it's a day after because it's
Was it not?
No, because it's 4 years in the making, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's loads of preparation for it. I think they've done they built a dam. I'm not sure if it's a dam. I think the purpose is to actually filter it. I don't think it's 100% foolproof because the river or the water will be clean because the concern was of E. coli, which could cause you to be sick. But I'm not really sure what they did, pero they've cleaned it out in the hopes that some of the sports, I think it was it's like a triathlon where you swim and then you run and then you bike.
Yeah.
Someone swam there, but someone actually got sick. I think it's a Belgian athlete and someone else. So
that's after the
that's
whole thing.
That's after them doing the sport in the River Seine.
Yeah.
So questionable water safety is what I'm getting at.
There's no excuse kasi 4 years in the making, no.
Yeah,
but then it's in the middle of the city.
Yes,
and
they could have not ask the athletes to swim there, diba? Could have done it somewhere else. But I think they just want to highlight Paris.
Yeah.
And I've just been seeing like loads of clips from the gymnastics, track and field, and what else have I seen? One sport I didn't know was in Olympics was the canoe. Like rafting. I wasn't sure. Like, oh, when I saw it, that's an Olympic sport. And what they do is it's a single person in a canoe, and they've got like like in Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
When you're flying and you go through the hoops. Well, it's not hoops, but they're like just 2 bars. You need to
go through it. Yeah.
In the canoe. And some rods are harder.
Is the water moving?
Yeah, it's a water moving. Like
artificially.
Yes.
Okay.
Like with waves and with currents. So you're supposed to go against the current.
Wow.
To go through them and then go back.
Upper strength, upper
So
body
I think,
strength.
So I think whoever's the fastest or whoever gets the points, and you get penalty if you miss one of those spots that you're supposed to go through. That's how they
You don't have to, but
I think so. Yeah, you don't have to,
it,
but there's a time penalty. And there's like different levels as well. Like it's not like just one straight. You
so
need to go.
Din. Ooh. Hirap naman nun.
So is there any sport that you're following or
is
you want to?
canoeing big in the Philippines?
Don't think so. Not unless
I'm sure there's
for tourist destinations, but not like an actual sport.
Kasi wala masyadong rivers sa atin
I think
there
is, pero not as like an Olympic sport.
But even for recreational canoeing sa atin, sa Ilocos.
I think.
Wala. I would assume sa Visayas maraming ganun, so kaya hindi tayo accustomed doon.
I think with the number of athletes that we've sent as well, that the Philippines has sent, compared to the other countries, it's not a whole lot.
How many athletes did we send?
I'm not sure. Can you check? But I'm sure like the US, China, Great Britain, it's like hundreds, 200, 300 above athletes. So it's not like we have a representative for all sport category. And as you know, the athletes back in the Philippines are not funded well. And I feel like it's harder for talented Filipino to Filipinos who excel at these sports to train and to qualify for the Olympics.
You think even now the government is not fully supporting these athletes going to the
I think
Olympics?
there's some support, but not enough, definitely. Because we would have seen loads more.
Okay, before I go to the athletes sent by the Philippines, I'm gonna go back to this guy who went viral. He's a Turkish athlete named Yusuf Dikec. I'm not sure if you pronounce that right. Who compete in the 10-meter air pistol mixed team gold medal event. He has this picture that shows him with a stance that resembles like an assassin. Like he's just posed like casually, like he does it every day, which he does probably. That's why he's really good at it. He got the silver medal. People are saying na silver medal lang i-name niya para hindi masyadong obvious na ganun siya kagaling. Looking at some pictures, ganun talaga yung stance ng shooting ng air pistol. Kasi nakabulsa yung kamay niya yung free hand niya sa pocket para walang masyadong distraction. And then there's some other pictures of athletes na iba-ibang stance. They all look like assassins. Well, basically because they have guns, and that's how you would normally shoot a gun anyway.
I think on the leading, it's either China or the US in terms of number of gold.
Okay, ito na lang. So far, our medalists in the 2024 Summer Olympics we have Carlos Yulo in gymnastics. Congrats, pare. For the men's floor event and men's vault event. So both of those events, he got golds in each. So he has 2 golds now. Wow.
His belt name.
Galing. And
Have you got an idea of the floor exercises? I've only had an idea because I've actually seen him do it, and he's really good. He does like obviously with the floor and the mat, where if it's women's, they get like the ribbons or the or the ball. So for men, obviously they don't have that, but you do, you know, all the somersaults and all the flips and all the across the floor. It was really good. I don't know obviously how they do the scoring.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's where he won gold. And then the vault is where you run and then sort of launch yourself on a, what do you call those, like springboards thing?
Yeah.
And then they flip
Springboard.
and then land perfectly, or at least the cleanest that they can land.
Okay. Well, that's nice. I think we have the perfect height and weight for that sort of event, isn't it?
Yeah. That seems to be like the ideal body weight for gymnasts, because Simone Biles from America, from USA, she's 4'11", but she's got golds as well. I don't know how many golds has she got now, but
wow, on the same event.
On as a gymnastic floor, and I'm not sure, but she did well on the vault as well. So, and do you know I'm not sure what's it called. Is it the pommel horse? You know where they
No.
It's like a beam, but they have yeah, you'll know. And then there's the rings. I don't know what they're called. You'll know that as well. I don't know what's the other one called, but there's loads in gymnastics. But they're also always like fun to watch, because you think like, wow, they make it look so easy.
They do, don't they? And aside from Carlos Yulo, we also have Ira Villegas, who won bronze on women's flyweight boxing. So we have another athlete
on the run for it. Yes.
On the run for it. On the same sport, boxing, but on a different division, which is women's featherweight. And we wish her all the luck and all the best. You can do it, guys. We're proud of you. Thumbs up from Kapitana.
I just like to say the other sports that I wasn't sure, or I haven't heard of until now, and I think I've just been only following the Olympics now, is the equestrian dressage, where there's a horse and the horse does this tippy tappy toes. I don't know. It's so cute.
What do they do?
I don't know. I think it's just like, you know, to show that the horse is in form. I'm not sure. And and you know, they can do tricks.
It, you know, one of those dog shows that features the dogs?
Except you've got the rider.
They're grooming, their form, but with the horse instead.
For equestrian. It's sort of like floor gymnastics as well, where you do like a sort of...
Do they make the horse sit and stand?
No,
sort
the
of
horse is just like tapping on his toes, which
really,
I found
just
really
tapping
cute.
and prancing.
Tapping, like sort of prancing, yeah.
That's fun.
I know. So really, does the horse get the medal if they win?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not but they get trained though.
No, they get trained, and obviously the owners or the riders or the athletes get the award, but does the horse get like an actual big medal as well? I don't know. They should.
They should, right?
They really should. And one more sport that I've just seen
What else?
yesterday. Are you aware of handball? It's like a mix of basketball and in terms like they have it's a team sport, and essentially you just want the ball to get to the field post, like dodgeball.
Okay. Do they throw the ball or you just hold it?
Yeah, they throw the ball. See, that's it on that field post.
So instead of
instead of like
football
a basket
using
ring.
the foot, they use the hands.
Yeah, and
Can
instead
they use
of
the vert
like
to kick?
I don't know actually. I don't think so.
That's
Hence it's handball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't football. It's like instead of a basketball ring, you're just supposed to. I don't know all the technical rules, but
I think I can imagine how they do it now. Okay, that's fun. That looks fun.
It's like scary dodgeball.
I mean, I think sepak takraw is still better than this.
Oh, is it in the Olympics?
I'm not sure, because sepak really
I think it's
requires
in.
a lot of acrobatic skills.
I think it's in the Asian one.
Was it used to be in the Olympics as core sport after Paris Olympics?
So it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not
Asia
an
wants to
official.
add to Olympic sports. It's popular in Asia.
Yeah, hence in the Asian Games.
Okay. So that's a really fun game to watch. Have you seen a match of sepak takraw?
I think so. Yes, like back in uni. Just that, and I was.
Did you see the opening ceremonies?
Just the clips?
4 hours. Yeah.
I think it was Serena Williams and whoever was like lighting the torch.
Jungkook. That's what I heard.
Jungkook.
Might
I don't know, I
be,
think we need
might
to
be
fact
fake news.
We need to fact check that.
Might be fake news.
No, and yeah, I've just seen like clips of it in Instagram, and so I haven't really seen the entire thing.
It's still going though. Olympics.
I think so.
How long does it last? Is it 1 week? 2 weeks?
I'm not sure, because there are loads of
Game still.
events.
On
There
Sunday,
you go.
August 11 would be the closing ceremonies. So I guess we've still got a few games to finish. Are you vying more on China to have the most wins, gold medals, or the UK?
I don't know neither. Yes,
As
whoever
an Asian,
whoever wins best.
I hope China gets the most medals. Historically, did you always follow Olympics?
No, just just this year when I keep seeing it at
Yeah, I never really actually religiously follow the Olympics when it happens, but it's only when a Filipino wins. To any one of you guys listening, what's your favorite sport in the Olympics? Which country do you want to win? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, are you still okay to tackle 2 more things?
Yeah.
We're still good?
Yeah.
So, along with current events, the UK is currently experiencing a lot of tremors and unrest.
Unrest.
Right. Yeah, unrest right now. It's a worrying time for everyone, but mostly for immigrants, I should say. People of color. So, backstory is that, do you want to tell, put a context in it?
So, a week ago, there was news that there's been an attack on young children at a dance class in Southport. And recently they've released
R.I.P.
photos of the girls that passed away. I think they were age 5, 6, 8, something like that. It's obviously very sad and devastating news. And they've got someone in custody, a 17-year-old from Wales. But they couldn't release the name because he is a minor. From that, obviously, a lot of people are mourning and horrified with the news. And along that came some fake news that people are spreading over on social media. So that caused an uproar of, I'm going to say, white, predominantly males, that are rioting one time in front of a mosque in Southport where the incident happened. Because they thought the suspect or the one responsible for the children's death or was associated to Islam, but there was no news of that to confirm. And even so,
they made their own news.
I know. Even so, you wouldn't really do that to, it doesn't achieve anything. And that started up this sort of a string of they call it protests, but really it's just riots.
It's just riots, yeah.
Of people who's claiming that they're pro-Britain, and obviously they're against. They're just Islamophobic and racists, and I've got lots of opinions, but you wanna take the...
Just for context, these riots are being organized by a group called EDL, otherwise called as the English Defense League. They're a far-right organization that are Islamophobic in nature. Yeah, basically these people are... Their ideology is fucked up. I'm surprised as to why this group hasn't been labeled as terrorists yet. Because by the way they move, they're an organized group that caused basically terror from London to now Newcastle coming up and a lot of places in between. Their main way of protesting is through these riots.
Yeah, I don't know why the media reports this as pro-Britain protests when it's clearly not. They're destructing public property, they're looting, they're setting things on fire. Basically, what you said.
It's another evidence that the UK news cannot really be trusted, isn't it?
I don't think that it can't be trusted. I think there's everyone has biases, and it just makes it hard for someone or a country to see their own bias when it's
I'm sure they know.
Blatantly, happening right in front of their eyes. And these EDL people and whoever supports them, it's just their racism. They're masking it with patriotism, but it's not patriotism if you're wreaking havoc to the city, your city, if you're destroying public property to cause chaos. Yeah, it's
some
just
people
times.
use their ideology as an excuse to do their own personal
for their own benefit, isn't it?
For their own benefits.
It's not to a greater cause, or it's not really about that. It's just, if you think about it, they're just causing harm. That's it. They don't have any point to prove. They're not fighting for what's right, although they think them's right. And but how can you be right if you don't have, you can't treat other people as humans. You can't treat them with basic kindness and respect. It's just awful and disappointing and horrifying. And
these are the same people that during protests they ransack shops, they destroy public properties, they destroy ambulances, destroy police cars, they set those vehicles on fire, they set shops on fire, and that's a lot more risk for setting fire on a whole block. That could happen. And how can you call yourselves patriots if you do that to your own country?
Yeah, and it's not even about those kids that
were
victims.
The attention that they deserved, or the sympathies they deserved.
Because
it's been all flooded by this terrorism in the news. It's annoying to me because they call this terrorism thuggery.
It's not just
I said, there's the media has a way of skewing the news without actually lying. It's just they're just good. They're really good with playing with words. It's their language after all. I asked my sister-in-law this. I told her there has been chaos all over UK for the last few days, and I asked her if she saw something in the news or in social media, but she hasn't. I'm pretty sure in a way has been news blackouts.
You think?
Yeah.
Because I sometimes don't follow the news, and I'm not quite, in.
I do know that there's a lot of travel bans already been placed against UK from different countries around the world, from Canada, Australia, Bangladesh, Indonesia. Because I have an Indonesian co-worker, and she told me there's a travel ban already from there. Yeah, it's just crazy that they don't portray that what's really happening in the news as accurate as they should.
I feel like that's like a worldwide problem though, isn't it? Like with the wars and everything else happening.
Yeah,
it's just it doesn't get the attention that it needs, and I'm just
because everyone these days are having problems of their own.
I think everyone's or every country's got something going on as well. I don't think the main problem is the media as well. That's like a part of the problem. Just the problems are the safety of everyone regardless of race. If you get caught in that riot just passing by from work or from school, or you went to get something from the shop and you're just caught in that crossfire, it's just not safe. And the police are, bless them, they're doing they're doing as much as they can. But if you're up against a mob, an angry mob,
was admitted to the hospital because he got burned at some point.
See, it's just not safe. See, this is causing terror for everyone.
And I've seen another video of the protest where one of the protesters have 2 machetes in his hand.
Oh my gosh.
And he was facing off another, I'm not sure if it was another protester, but he has also a machete in his hand. And that was a crazy scene. I didn't even know what to think at that point.
So just scary times.
It's not just the actual riot, because these rioters has to be, I'm pretty sure most of them came from somewhere else if they're rioting in a certain city. I'm pretty sure some of them came from somewhere else because they have to be complacent about their identities, right? If they had to like burn things and destroy properties.
Yeah, from when I saw that Southport news, some of them were wearing like balaclava.
Yeah. Balaclava, yeah. Baklava is the food.
But some are just blatantly, don't care. And I think it's the it's us against them mentality. That's like, if we're together, we can do this. You know what I mean? And that's just terrifying.
These protesters are chanting this specific phrase. Give us our country back, which is crazy to me, because did you ever lose it, or did you on a hostage crisis situation? I mean, is it not already yours?
Mad times, crazy times.
Back. That's crazy. It's in my head. Been in my head for the last few days. Well, yeah, sad news, worrying times. You can just hope that everything gets better in the following days to come. But yeah, can advise everyone to stay safe, fight for your own rights.
Hey everyone, got a sweet tooth? Let's talk about bibingka. Bibingka is a fluffy Filipino rice cake wrapped in banana leaves, topped with a savory cheese topping or a sweet grated coconut topping. It's delicious and unique. You can enjoy this treat anytime with our friends at Capitana's Coffee, where they also sell whole and ground coffee beans. They bake the bibingka fresh and can deliver it straight to your door. And for our listeners, use promo code HAHPodcast10 at capitanas.co for 10% off your first order. Don't miss out on this tasty experience. Order your bibingka today.
If you ever encounter someone, because one of our friends was told scumbags, and really? She was with her. Yeah. She was with her family. Is
she a person of color?
Yes. And her husband in the bus, she was called scumbag by some random stranger. And that alone is like, it's like a crazy experience to be in, to have experienced. What would you do if that happened to you or that happened to us? What was the best thing? What's the best move?
I definitely assess the situation first. If it's something that you can walk away, I think it's best to. just because, and this is me saying about the bullying and stuff. I think it's just in a heightened emotions. I think everyone's in a heightened emotion now, and just a little tips someone off. So again, safety's top priority. If you're in a public place and you can run, I just suggest that you run.
Say for example, you're in the bus, like you're in a trip together, and you have like 5 minutes of trip to be in, and they say scumbag.
I know we're supposed to do like tell the driver, but I'll just get off on the next stop, and then
the driver's already listening at this point.
Unfortunately, that's all you can do, isn't it? Like if I am an idealist, but I'm also realist. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're not supposed to say that X, Y, and Z.
Because I think I would say something. Would that be not
I mean,
good
you
move?
you could,
like,
but as I've said, it is heightened emotions time period with all this happening, and if someone gets just a little bit their buttons are pushed, who's to say he can't call anyone, or he doesn't have a weapon, or
so you want to advise
like
me
a target
to
on your back.
antagonize him more? Because I said that I will say something to him, like just fuck off.
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, I did, pero yun nga, like, I know you want to do that, but when you do that, do you think they will shut up?
No, because they like to talk.
Exactly. So you're giving them what they want. So they're inviting you to like, come on, come at me. More the reason that they'll come at you more.
So I'll just answer once and that's it.
That's it, and get away. That for me is the.
Maybe start off with the R word, fuck of racist.
Yeah, would be.
And that's it.
Because it's like bullies, isn't it? They take joy if they're like, oh, they can wind you up, but if you take control and say, actually, I'm not having this, fuck off, I'll go, and then they're like, all right. That's what essentially I did.
Yeah.
So I didn't give them what they want. They were asking me for money. I didn't give them. I made a scene. You could make a scene as well, I suppose. Yeah, I could make a scene. Like, this man is a racist, blah blah blah. She's blah 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 blah. You like appeal for the other passengers or the driver. Like get someone behind you as well. You get what I mean? I know you're not satisfied with that answer, but that's what I would do, because you were asking me, what would you do?
That's a good move.
I know, like, the initial reaction would be like,
punch him in
I'll
the face.
fight you. That's what I felt as well when I was with those kids. But took everything in me to say, okay, these are kids. I want to punch them. I tried my best not to.
It's the same context.
I think so. Yeah.
Just tell myself this is an idiot.
You can tell. You can say it in front of him. I'm like, why not? Pero just after that, just it's like it's knowing what's worth it as well, because they do that to get some reaction out of you. Is it worth pursuing?
But if he put his hands on me,
well, then that's a different story. Yeah, because if it's self-defense, then that's different.
Like, fuck racist.
Fuck. Then I would, create a distance and say, hey, don't come near me. And if he still does, then obviously you just create a scene and like, then you can fight. If that's what you want. But what I'm saying is...
But he has to hit first.
Yeah, has to be in self-defense.
Well, that's crazy. It's still happening right now. And the big one here in our place is still gonna happen on Saturday, so anything can happen. Let's see how it goes. Just protect ourselves, keep safe. Hopefully this ends soon. I'm just
Yeah, no one deserves to be, in
To be in this position.
in fearful state of, in fearful state for their safety, just because they're out and they're walking and they need to get somewhere, and just. No
Forgot
one
to say,
deserves
most of these rioters are also kids. Don't know any better. I mean, I asked one of my coworkers as well, because she's in the young side, and she doesn't even know about the rally on Saturday. She doesn't know about anything about the EDL.
Right.
And she's this Indonesian lady that I'm talking about. So yeah, some people just has no idea what's happening, and they just, I guess, go with the flow. On both sides, on the oppressed side and on the rioters' side, they don't have an idea what's happening. They just go into something they don't know and just go with the flow.
Yeah, I would say like a lot. I'm sure a lot of them would be, really impressionable, and they're just after that sense of belonging and brotherhood, or whatever you call it. That like, oh, I've got people behind my back type of
type beat.
And people need to protect themselves from, this type of people, and people taking advantage of you because they don't care about you. They just, want you to do whatever they ask you to do, and it's not right. It's wrong.
You gotta back yourself, mate. You gotta back yourself.
And also think for yourself. Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Absolutely that.
And please, 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 educate yourselves.
Please. Is that enough frustration for one night?
I believe so, yeah. I see you're getting a bit tense.
It's 1:30 in the morning, guys. We're both tired and of thinking and working and thinking about this whole thing. But yeah, we recorded this pod because it's been a while since we haven't done one, and we had to get our feelings out as well. I'm glad that we did this. When is this coming out, though?
After the first and second one comes out.
When is the better question? When is the first one coming out? Soon.
Soon.
Anyway, thanks for listening. And
there's just one question, or are we
We're
doing
gonna
it
answer that.
next
Okay.
time? Just to lighten the mood up.
Just lighten the mood up. We're trying out this question and answer bit of the podcast, so we can have clips out of it, and it's a good way to end the pod. Would you rather not have a hot meal again or a cold beverage again?
You go first.
Would you rather not have a hot meal again or a cold beverage again? I think I'd rather not have a hot meal again.
Why?
Because you can have a cold meal. You can enjoy a cold meal. Like you can enjoy cold meat. There's some soup that are really good cold. The rice, you can eat the rice cold as well. If you're in a hot weather, it's better to eat cold food, I guess. And if you're in a cold weather, I think the hot food's gonna get cold fast, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, for coffees, you can enjoy it as cold brew too.
It's a cold beverage all the way.
Cold beverage all the way. You can have cold tea. The cold is refreshing. The cold is nice. It doesn't say room temp, so I can enjoy room temp temperature too. It's just so yeah. I think I'm gonna have cold beverage. I prefer cold beverage to have over hot meals. What about you?
Oh, hot meals.
You'd rather not have hot meals.
I'd rather not have cold beverage.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite, yeah. Always hot meals. Like when you're sick, you need something warm. You need something.
That's fair.
Or maybe because I'm perpetually cold. I like my soups. I like my ramen.
Okay.
I like the hot chocolate and the tea. But also, even if it's hot, just leave it and it goes to room temp, and then that's okay.
That's your version of cold. The room temp.
I mean, yeah, if it's too hot that you can't eat it, just leave it for a few.
What's room temp though? Is it 20 degrees?
It's
25?
whatever. It's whatever wherever you are, the room
okay.
temp. Yeah. No, that's it. And if I want it cold,
Mm-hmm.
just if it's snowing, then I'll just stick it on the ice.
No, you can have cold.
Oh, you can't. Oh, well, then the room temp. Then that's it. And isn't it like? Is it in Chinese medicine or Chinese culture? Like
Mm-hmm.
they don't like the cold. Like you can't
Mhm.
get cold sweats, or you can drink cold water after eat or something like that, or like in the
Mhm.
morning. It's like
Mhm.
Chinese medicine or something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite popular in our country as well, diba? Like
Yeah.
don't drink too cold in the
Yeah.
morning, or
Yeah.
you should have something hot in the morning. Like
Is it scientifically true?
I don't know if it's better for digestion or anything like that, but I feel like people have been living with hot meals and hot drinks their entire life, so I think I'll be good.
The hot food and hot beverages are essential part of the
I think
human history
essential part of human history and survival.
and survival.
And also, how can you like make sure that safety again, like the bacteria and all the parasites are
Freeze
killed if
Okay. No.
well, you can't freeze everything, can you?
That's a good point, actually.
See, so if it's
That's a
hot
good
meal
point.
and it's too hot, just leave it and then it'll cool down, and then you
Pasteurization.
can eat it.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that one.
See, so hot meals over
Mhm.
cold beverage. That's my answer.
I can still have sushi though. Sushi is nice.
It's okay. I'll bake the salmon.
You can have ice cream.
I'll do sushi bake.
You can have ice cream.
It's alright.
You can have feces, soda,
It's alright. No one.
juice. Okay.
It's okay.
Cold water.
That's
You only
okay.
have room temp water.
That's alright. People don't have cold water for 1,000 of years before the refrigerator
Mhm.
was invented. So they survived. We'll survive, but not without hot meals.
But your food's gonna go out really quick.
It's okay. You can make it fresh.
There's lack of food.
Lack of food.
That's not in the brief.
That's not in the question.
You are in Africa.
Okay.
Food is scarce.
Okay.
No, never mind.
And what do you buy it from Iceland? Is that what you say? You get it frozen. 3 for 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's my choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have cold.
But also, how do you cook the chicken then?
How do you cook the chicken? You can't.
You can't. You're
Eat
just
it
gonna
raw.
flash freeze it. No, you can't eat the raw chicken.
That's
Salmonella.
fair. No, it doesn't say na from scratch. Na, it's already cooked.
Okay.
Like for example, I was thinking of eating cold cuts, chicken and pork, but they have to be cooked in the first place, isn't it? Before they get frozen, so I can't really eat anything raw. Oh my god. Did I choose the wrong thing? I'm gonna stand by my choice and die.
You're double thinking it
I'm just gonna stand by my choice and die.
in your frozen deathbed.
What I can do to is answer better next time.
You made your choice.
Yeah, that's a good choice though. Just to hot food. Did you think about it the first time you saw it?
No, I mean, no, because you were saying, oh, cold things. And so
Because you had time to think while I was explaining.
yeah. Oh, no, and even if I answered first, I would have said hot meal.
Fair. I would have
Over
said
cold
hot meals
beverage.
too if you answered first.
So I should have answered first.
I would have saved myself
So I would have
from
influenced your
extinction.
choice.
Yes, because
Ah.
you're my lodi.
Anyway, let's wrap it up. Wrap up.
Wrap it up. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's
we'll
a
keep
long.
doing-
That's a long episode.
We'll keep doing questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for listening again, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace. Stay safe.